I recently interviewed Michael Franzese, who was the highest ranking, Italian mafia member to ever leave, from the five families to actually leave and not go to prison or be in protective custody and actually talk about his experiences. And he said something interesting during the interview, which I didn't realize until I went back and researched it afterwards. He had some dealings with Al Sharpton, and he said that Al Sharpton actually turned into an FBI informant.
But the only one that got in trouble over that was Al Sharpton, because he tried to do a drug deal with the agents. And then he became an informant after that, 100%, no matter what he says. He was an informant. He tried to do a drug deal. They got him on tape doing the deal, the whole bit.
Al Sharpton
Al Sharpton.
was an informant.
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay. Did he get anyone busted?
That I don't know, but there's a lot of news on this. I mean, Newsday wrote a 3-part series on his being, Al Sharpton and getting himself in trouble. I don't know how he skated that, but that's Al. I mean, he's a good talker. He gets away with stuff.
And sure enough, I found interviews where Al is admitting to this.
Everybody knows this.
He wore a wire and everything.
Yeah, we knew this. That was old fat Al, old sweatsuit wearing Al.
Sweatsuit.
Old cowboy hat with the
gold
sweatsuit
chain
Al.
on the outside.
Remember
yeah.
Al with the sweatsuits and the gold chain and
the perm.
and the wire. Yeah.
And the wire.
But in the black community, we've known that about Al for a long time. Like we've been talked about Al, wearing wires and fucking with the feds.
Okay. Like I didn't know that.
Not
and everyone calls me the feds. So if you're calling me the feds and you support Al Sharpton, then there's something wrong with you. Because me, I don't wear any wires.
Because he's really the feds. Like he really wore a wire. I don't have a wire in my beard, says Vlad.
I mean, from your point of view, what does the black community think of Al Sharpton these days? Because he continued to be, a known figure. I mean, Obama met with him and stuff like that.
Because he's put himself to the point where, in white people's eyes, he has power. I believe in black people's eyes, right now, Al's a non-factor. You see what I'm saying? There's not a lot of black leadership right now. You understand? So Al is not somebody that we're necessarily, you know what I mean, out here ready to follow. He just attaches himself to so many different things. And so when something goes on, you'll see he's there. But it's not like Al can organize a march today and it's going to be like 50,000 people marching behind Al. You see what I'm saying? Like, Al would come to the march, though, that's already organized with 50,000. And since he's known, they're going to put him up towards the front. And it'll look like, you see what I'm saying? But he don't really have that type of power in the black community right now. But I believe the white people feel he does. But now I think black people, older black people look at him almost like a black celebrity. And, he's in there rubbing elbows with a lot of politicians and all that. So when you're in the room with an Al, and I've been in many rooms with Al Sharpton before, they look at him like a fucking celebrity or some shit,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But that's
like I said, it was a shock to me. Like, I really was like, wow, he actually wore a wire.
Yeah, nah, I've known about that for years. That's old news.
Yeah, and I guess I feel like he was able to kind of sneak past this whole situation because he was getting Italians busted. He wasn't getting other black people put in prison. I think if he did that,
right,
then people would really be like, all right, fuck this guy.
Right, but at the same time, that did make black people distrustworthy of him. You know what I mean? Because I've seen, many people blow him up. Like, oh, fuck Al Sharpton. He wears a wire and all like that. At the end of the day, in the black community, don't matter who the fuck you wearing a wire for. Like, that makes it worse if it was for us. But the fact that you wearing a wire, period, no good.